Alright guys, so
Morning.
Darren is here. He is just making my meatloaf, because I cannot make I can make meatloaf, I just can't do the grabbing and the stirring and
Mixing?
mixing.
Usually called mixing?
Yeah, mixing is what the word was I'm going for there. So it's kind of been a while since we've hopped on here and just given an update. I said that I was going to try to get better at doing just our behind-the-scenes day-to-day life, but I am still practicing, and that hasn't happened.
We're pretty bad about it.
It doesn't help that our day-to-day life is like pretty boring in our opinion. Like we literally don't do very much.
I video game.
Yeah, Darren video games. I sit around either working on videos and doing like social media, which if I post on social media, y'all see what I post. And I Marco Polo some people. You know who you are. And that's about it. Like, that is literally like we don't do very much.
Occasionally we watch some Doctor Who.
Yeah, if I think I can stay awake and actually watch. But we also don't watch Doctor Who unless we start early and we know that we can like
watch a few episodes.
Because I will say that I get into it to where I cannot stop. Like I am.
I'll make a Whovian out of her yet.
I don't even get that reference yet. It shows you how new I am.
Just what they call fans of Doctor Who, Whovians.
Oh, okay. I'm not a Whovian yet. But yeah, so it's been pretty boring around here. I'm trying to think of what the
Hopefully they don't hear this.
They might.
That'd be kind of terrifying.
I mean, they know that you're mixing the meatloaf.
Squish.
Alright, let's not, like...
Accentuate it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's not make sound effects. Oh.
You love your husband.
I do. I've been trying to think of, well, not think of, but like, I am thinking back over the last few weeks trying to figure out, like, the side effects and stuff or the things that I've been experiencing that are just kind of new or different or worse or better that I am needing to catch all up on. I think the biggest thing is they did switch me on medication, which I think I said that in one of the previous videos, that I'm now on an antidepressant for my sciatic and
of all things
for fibromyalgia, and I am hoping that it kind of helps as well because I have PTSD and depression, and so hoping that it kind of works on multiple things. And as far as that goes, oh crap, we forgot to put ketchup in it and barbecue, so you're gonna have to like mix some more of it. I am sorry. I knew I was forgetting. I told you this is why I'm not cooking or doing anything. Like I have Darren here as backup.
I have plenty of soap to wash my hands, and I will get the soap and start.
Okay, yeah, because we forgot ketchup. I forgot ketchup.
You did.
Darren doesn't know how to make like meatloaf, like what to put in it and everything like that, and so I have literally been sitting over here and like, all right, now you add this. All right, that's enough. Like now you add this. That's enough. But yeah.
I didn't kill the video.
No, because it's all gonna get mixed together anyways.
Okay, so say when.
Do the ketchup first so I can like tell the difference and like proportion it.
Ketchup. Say when.
I will say when. That's good. That's good. Do we have enough ketchup? Do we have another bottle?
We do. It's also half empty, or mostly empty, so.
Is that your sriracha kind?
No.
The new bottle isn't?
The new bottle is not.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep. We suck. Like, this is like, we're out of condiments, guys.
This is not normal for me.
Yes, it is, because you use condiments so much.
Hold on a second.
All right.
I have plans. Go! Get, dog.
Oh, don't do that. Don't scare her like that.
Well, I'm just...
Okay, that's good. But we do need more ketchup. If you can get some more of the ketchup now.
Moss ketchup.
All right. This is... oh. All right, that's good. Oh. So,
all right, back to digging in.
Yes. One of the biggest things about one of the biggest things about Meatloaf is making sure that, like, you have ketchup and mixed in and everything. And that's the thing I forgot. Shows you why I should not be cooking or anything like that.
Oh, it smells like meatloaf.
Well, yeah, because I added the ketchup.
It smells like meatloaf because it is meatloaf.
Alright, anyway, so there's the antidepressant med for the sciatic, the nerve pain, fibromyalgia, and the headache. They also put me on a ADHD med that's supposed to help with giving me energy specifically and helping me stay awake throughout the day. And then they changed my pain meds to extended release morphine with some more morphine for breakthrough. And those were the 3 new meds, right? That was all. The new stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we stopped taking steroids.
Yep, and that's been a fun joy.
So, it's kind of,
it's been a joy.
It's kind of hard to tell, like, which drugs are affecting me in which ways, because a lot of them have similar side effects, and I started taking them all at the same time, and so...
And also, a lot of those drugs which have those side effects have the same withdrawal symptoms of stopping steroids after being on them for so long. And, of course, there's also adrenal deficiency, which we may or may not wind up having.
You can't see Darren, you can just hear his voice.
Sorry.
Darren said that, he's like, yeah, it doesn't matter if you can see me, because if I talk, I'll, like, bend down into the frame so they can see me talk, and he hasn't done that. But yeah, so I do think that the sciatic is working.
AKA the
Antidepressant.
Which also helps me to just... You seem better.
Yeah, Darren has mentioned, like, several times from this week that I just seem like I'm...
More herself.
More myself. And, like, the Brittany he married and stuff like that. And just kind of have more mental awareness and stuff.
Despite the fact that we're on more morphine.
Yeah, which I've never had a problem really focusing on morphine. Sometimes if they push it through my IV, or I'm already extremely tired, I can... You're just going to stand there with your meat hands?
Do you want me to? Where were we?
Well, I mean, they're not going to know when we broke the video and everything, because I do all the editing and everything, and cut stuff out anyways.
I know.
Just stand behind me so they can actually see you.
Hi.
I love you.
I love you.
We can actually probably point it down just a little bit. There you go. If you want to, like, stand right there, you can actually be seen.
I can stand spread eagle. Ha-ha! What?
Get a little bit closer. Karen, I love you. It's okay. Are the lights on your forehead going to bother you or anything?
No.
Like in camera? Okay.
I have like a big glaring forehead where anyone looking directly into my onto my tableau will be blinded.
No. You can step this way if you want to.
DC 13 save or blinded for 1d3 turns.
I love you.
Anyway.
I mean, you need to be, like, in frame, so... I don't care where you stand. Just choose a spot to stand so they can see you.
I'm here. I'm here.
Scoot a little bit closer. You're not in frame. There you go.
Alright.
Alright, so Darren just put the meatloaf in the... Oven. Even just filming is difficult right now. We are just so all over the place and not put together.
There's a lot of pain. There's a lot of just extra steps that we have to take just to try to make things work.
Or do things somewhat normal.
Yeah.
Oh, but anyway, so...
Like, I don't know. We, on top of all these new meds and everything, we're getting, we're just a lot more achy now that we've stopped taking steroids. We think, since we stopped taking steroids, now we're kind of living through the pain of, or the effects of the immunotherapy. Like, we haven't really experienced them much.
Basically, in order for me to keep the extreme, like, hospitalized fevers down, is why they originally put me on steroids, because, like, my body couldn't handle the immunotherapy. But as we got more doses of the immunotherapy and we switched around different steroids, it's kind of switched over to based off of blood work from the last scan, since he doesn't think that it's trending upward, that having the steroids in my system might actually now be harming treatment, which was a risk at the beginning when we got put on steroids, but it was a
necessary for you to even get them.
And it was...
And not have 103-degree fever every single day.
And it paid off. Like, it was, choosing the lesser of two evils, and being on steroids was better at that time. But now that we're further along into treatment and we're really, really looking for some good progress in the treatments, and it's kind of to that point of making a decision on whether we'll stay with this treatment or try something else, now being on the steroids is actually doing more harm than good. And so we are off the steroids that stopped the fevers and me being able to feel a lot of the other side effects of immunotherapy. I still felt them, but they just weren't as prominent because there was a drug counteracting everything. Now there's no drug counteracting everything, and so I'm 3 weeks removed from my last treatment, but I'm starting to feel a lot of just general pain and weakness, achiness. I am running...
the weird tiredness?
The weird tiredness. I'm running 105, or not 105, sorry guys, 100.5 fever right now, and so it's, still that low-grade fever, but I do have a fever. And so it's just a lot of things that are not necessarily new, but we're just dealing with more of. And so we kind of contribute that to stopping steroids and the immune therapy being more prominent in my body.
Who knows? Maybe it's not. We don't know.
Yeah.
We just don't know.
This is just from us, trying to be real careful with, like, watching my body and really tracking, like, how everything affects me and knowing what we know about the immunotherapy. We're just making our best guesses at this point and trying to make choices based off of that, but there's really no way to tell until we actually go through and get more scans and progress reports. But we do what we can, make the most of the information that we currently have. Other than the pill for the sciatic, don't make fun of me. So I do think that the antidepressant that we mainly got on for the sciatic and nerve pain is working. I still feel the nerve pain and I still have some of those symptoms, but it's not as noticeable or glaring throughout the day. So I'm going to take that as an improvement, any little bitty thing. And, like Darren said, he kind of notices just the overall mood uplift. I haven't really felt a difference from the mental side of it, but Darren's seen a difference and just feels like I am more Brittany. So we'll take it. So other than the sciatic medication, we also had the ADHD medicine, and I don't really know if that's working exactly. I can say that there have been more... I can say that there have been more times where I'm able to focus for a little bit longer than I usually would be able to in the past. But I don't know if that's just because I've solved some of my other issues, like the extreme nerve pain and stuff like that, or if it's because I can actually focus better, because there's still times where, well, the majority of the time, like forgetting the stuff in the meatloaf, I'm still very, very slow, and it takes me a while to, like, piece things together or do things. So I'm gonna, like, leave my judgment out. I don't know for sure if that one's working. And I'm not really sure of the side effects. I do know that it's not giving me more energy. If anything, it might be making me more tired, because I have now started experiencing some very weird
sleep patterns.
Yeah, and tired spells, I guess is the best I can call them, that come on at really, really random times. My body is not tired, and even my mind is not necessarily tired. Like, it's not what I would consider a time where I would usually fall asleep or, I need to take a nap. But the symptoms of tiredness hit me. It's so weird to explain. Maybe one day Darren can get it on video. But it comes out of the blue, ramps up extremely quickly.
Her eyelids start getting heavy. You just start kind of getting a little loopy, slurring your words a little bit. Just, I have to lay down. And then she sleeps for 3 hours and then wakes up. I got tons of energy. Let's go do things.
And it's not, and usually I don't have tons of energy afterwards. Like, that's not really necessarily the case.
Oh, I thought you,
No. No.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
So there's also the ADHD med. So I'm going to kind of, like, leave my judgment out on that one. I can say, though, I do not necessarily feel the energy that it's supposed to give me, like the awakeness, because one of the things I complained about is, like, the pain meds were making me so tired, just a constant drowsiness, fatigue, that I could never get anything done, even if I could get my mind to focus. And so that was one of the reasons they put me on the ADHD med. And I have started experiencing very weird tired spells, and I'm not sure exactly what kind of medication would be causing this. If it even is the ADHD medication, so it might not be, but I do know that, like, that med is supposed to help give me more energy, and I have now been feeling less and getting weird things. So it's the only thing that I know to, like, associate it with, but I might be, like, totally off base when I go to my doctor, and he's like, no, that's not that at all. But tired spells is the best way that I can describe it, I guess. It's the weirdest thing to describe and explain, and maybe one day Darren can get it on video, because it would make a lot more sense for you to just watch what happens. So my body gets, like, really heavy, like you are when you're tired, but my mind is, it's like my mind is split. Like, part of it is still, like, actively awake, and, like, I don't feel tired, even though I feel tired. Like, I don't, half of my mind is like, yeah, you're good, like, keep going, it's not. Are you checking the meatloaf?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's still raw.
Part of my mind is like, I'm awake, I'm good. Then there's the other half that is so tired that, like, I start slurring my speech because I literally cannot talk. Like, you know that feeling when you get so tired at night that somebody's trying to talk to you and you're, like, laying in bed trying to fall asleep and have a conversation, and your speech gets slower and slower and slower, and then you just doze off to sleep? It's like that. My eyes will get extremely heavy. Darren's watched that before. I'm sure it looks really weird. But they'll get really heavy, like a little kid who's fighting sleep. Like, yeah, I can't even replicate it. Like, so I start feeling that, and I can't keep my eyes open. But the thing is, it's not even when I try to fall asleep, and if I try to, like, lay down immediately, I don't necessarily fall asleep. I just kind of, like, lay there out of it. So yeah, that's weird. And my sleep patterns have been really, really messed up. Why did the music stop?
No, it's still going.
I don't hear anything. So yeah, it is a very weird feeling. My sleep patterns have been really weird as well. Once I finally get to sleep, I usually fall asleep and I'm, like, out of it. I sleep pretty hard. But, well, that sucked. Darren's trying to peel an orange, and he just, like, dropped the peel on the floor. So
Dogs.
They can't eat that. So I usually go to bed anywhere between, like, 9:30 and 11:30, just depending on what we're doing and what night of the week it is. But I wake up about 3 or 4 hours later after having, like, some really good deep sleep. And then after that, I am, like, up, like, wide awake, usually between, like, 2 and 4 a.m., just full of energy, wide awake. I usually am able to get a little bit of work done, but if I work, then I start to really, I go down faster, and so I usually try to do some kind of work, because then I can get to bed faster. So yeah, I have that lot of energy, and then I go back to bed, and I sleep until, usually, depending on what's going on, I mean, sometimes it's like 7. Sometimes I don't wake up until almost noon. It is so weird. I don't know what's going on with it. So I don't know if that's just like a random thing I'm doing, or if that's from
medicine related,
the medicine, or I just don't know.
Who knows?
I have no idea. So yeah, it's been weird. And there's also, of course, the steroids that we got off of. And did we already talk about the steroids in a video that I'm going to keep?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because that's the video we started with when you came in here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm actually just going to cut this. So yeah, that's the whole med situation, to give y'all an update on that. We have no idea what's going on, basically. But I have been experiencing some new symptoms that aren't necessarily related to the meds. They're just things that have been going on. And so, I can tell y'all about those so we can kind of track them. But for now, I'm going to take a little bit of a break because I just kind of dawned on me. I am sitting, but Darren is standing. And there's really no reason for us to just be standing or sitting in the kitchen.
Over the stove.
Over the stove.
Oven that's cooking and very hot. And
just not
You've
much.
got a nice little fan going right there.
Yeah,
but,
I do.
I
Best
do not.
purchase on Amazon ever.
That's great. Thank you.
Sorry, I don't know, do you want to borrow it? Hold it? Where are you going? Anyways,
Gotta
do it under the beard.
Gotta feel the beard.
There's no reason we should be, hanging out in the kitchen doing this video when the meatloaf is in the oven, and there's no reason to wait in here.
Check the meatloaf anyway.
So we're gonna go hang out in the living room, let my phone charge because it's on, 3%
now?
and we'll fill y'all in either later tonight or tomorrow about the new symptoms and everything else that has been going on just in our life. And darn, it's so creepy. They can only see your nose.
It's all that matters.
Stop.
Just the nose.
We'll fill you in on all of the, just the stuff that we've been experiencing emotionally, the things that we've been working on. And
Also, Ida just passed.
yeah, Ida just passed.
We have power, as you can see.
Yeah.
Literally it passed a day ago, and we lost power for 3 hours. We are blessed. We are very blessed.
Yeah.
So good old Vicksburg. Everything misses Vicksburg.
Yeah, almost everything. Vicksburg claims that we are going to get horrible, horrible storms, or just the weather in general predicts that it's going to be horrible storms in Vicksburg, and so we go all out in prep, and then it just whoop, oh, Vicksburg, we don't care about you. Now there have been times that Vicksburg has been hit really, really bad, so that's not to say that oh, we never get hit.
And we get some really weird weather patterns too.
Yeah.
But that's crazy amounts of snow when no one else gets it.
Yeah, so we'd rather be safe in prep than for us to be nah, Vicksburg's fine, and then it not be. But anyways, yeah, we'll fill you in with all of that either today, later tonight, once I get my meatloaf, because it's the only thing that I can eat right now, or tomorrow.
Myers.
No!
Out.